Hello. I'm making lunch right now. Well, it's kind of breakfast. Lunchtime, but I'm making breakfast. This is like a lot harder than I thought to do this and read the comments, but as soon as I crack these eggs, then I'll be able to read them more. So it's snowing really bad here in New Jersey. Well, New Jersey and New York. Pretty much snowed in the house. I went to the gym like early in the morning before it got too bad. When I was driving there, it wasn't that bad at all. But then by an hour and a half later, by the time I drove back, it was so bad. Like even on the highways, which usually when it snows, like the highways aren't that bad. And you couldn't go like faster than 10 miles per hour. So when I got home, I was like, okay, I can't make it to the city to go train, which sucks. But at least I got a workout in. And Thursdays are usually my lighter-ish type of day. So if it was going to happen on a day, unless it was Sunday, my day off would have been great. But if it was going to happen on a day where I'm not off, then I was glad it was today. I'm not good at multitasking. I had a feeling someone was going to ask about Pablo, my dog. He's actually at my parents' house right now. I went to visit there last weekend, and my mom really loves him and always wants him to stay. So I let her keep him for a little bit, and she was actually going to bring him back. She lives in Pennsylvania, and she was going to bring him back today, but then the snow came, so she's going to bring him back on Sunday, which really sucks because like on a snow day like this and I'm by myself, I'm like, I want Pablo to hang out with and cuddle, but yeah, he's at my mom's house right now. Yeah, I'm trying to tell my parents they love Pablo so much that they should get their own dog, and then Pablo can have a friend, but they just like to kidnap him. No, I don't speak Armenian, unfortunately, but I don't speak any other language besides English, so if I am gonna eventually learn another language, that would definitely be what I would choose to. I also want to try I've asked some Armenian people before online of like good restaurants, and a couple people gave me restaurant recommendations in New York City and a couple in Queens. So after my fight, I definitely want to try them out. Hello from Israel. Spanish? Well, yeah, I speak a little bit of Spanish, like the basic stuff that I learned in high school. Like, I took 4 years of Spanish, but I only know how to say, like, hi, how are you? My name is. When you learn language in high school, it doesn't really do anything, clearly. At least not for me. Am I keto? Okay, so last year, right now, I'm actually not keto. I did the keto diet a lot last year for about like 6 months, and I loved it. I did that now. Before, when I was fighting at bantamweight in the UFC, I didn't really have to worry about my weight. So I could play around with diets a little bit more, and I tried a ketogenic diet, and I really, really loved it. It was like the best that I've ever felt. But yeah, I always did that, and I felt really good training and stuff. But now I'm going back down to flyweight, so I started working with a nutritionist, and I'm actually doing pretty much the opposite of keto. I have a lot of carbs. In keto, I didn't have any, and now I'm having 25 grams of carb with 4 or 5 times a day. It's actually sometimes more than I can really eat, but I really did like keto. I felt really good. Just with cutting weight and stuff now, I'm just doing a little bit different. I did a little bit of reverse dieting to kind of fix my metabolism, I guess. I don't know. I just do what I'm told. I don't really ask questions, but I feel great with my diet now. But yeah, during keto, it was the best thing about keto is I stopped craving sugar. And I'm a huge sweets person, and when I did that, I didn't crave any sugar. I was always full. Yeah, I know Zoo's on the keto kick now, so I want to know how you feel about that. It's really good. Am I going to be in Fight Valley too? I don't know if they're having one, but if they have one, then I better be in it. Do burpees. I did some this morning. I went to strength and conditioning, so I did something. Oh, 1 second. What do I think about pork? Is that I saw the previews for that. Is that the movie on Netflix? I saw the previews for it yesterday for the first time. I was super confused when I started watching the preview because it looked real, and then I saw that it looks really kind of silly. Not super my thing, but if I'm really bored, today maybe, and I have nothing else to watch, maybe I'll watch it. But I don't know. It doesn't really seem like my type of thing. I'm eating egg whites and rice. It's really boring. This is my most boring meal of the day. I just wanted to make something really quick. If you eat eggs, especially egg whites, this from Trader Joe's, it's called Everything But the Bagel seasoning. Pretty self-explanatory. On eggs is amazing. Yeah, that's pretty boring. I actually order I don't cook very much now because I order all my meals from a meal company here, Eat Clean Bro. So they make me very lazy with meal prep because I don't have to do any of it. And they are actually delivering today, which I'm surprised. I was expecting them not to because of the snow. But they said they're delivering, so that's crazy. I'll show you guys outside. Sergio, obviously I do. I obviously have a stronger hashtag game than him. Let me show you guys what it looks like outside my front door. If I know how to. I don't know how to turn. Oh, there we go. Okay. It actually doesn't look that bad right here on my street. But it is bad. Usually I think everyone's a baby about the snow, and they're always like, I can't go anywhere, it's so bad. But today it's really bad. Even I think it's bad. Cholula hot sauce. My favorite. Is anyone else on here stuck in the snow? Snow days always seem fun until, after you sleep in, and then after a while you start to go crazy. Then they kind of suck. And it's more fun if you can, eat whatever you want and drink, then I like those. Yeah, Cholula is my favorite hot sauce. I hate when you go to like a restaurant or a diner and you ask for hot sauce and they give you Tabasco sauce. It tastes totally different. I hate Tabasco sauce. Hello, Ireland. No snow on the West Coast. Well, right now, I wish I was on the West Coast. This has been like a brutally cold winter here so far. What did I think of Cyborg versus Holm? I thought it was a good fight. I thought that Holly won the first. I thought they were close, but I thought Holly won the first 2 rounds, and then Cyborg dominated the next 3 rounds. I was surprised because everyone I was with when we were watching it, we kind of all agreed that we thought Holly won the first 2 rounds, but when they showed like the significant strikes, she was definitely like lower than Cyborg the whole time for all of the rounds, which I was surprised. But I think a lot of times when Holly would come rushing in, when she would come rushing in, you couldn't. It looked like she was punching Cyborg, but I think some of those punches weren't really landing. I always find that like when I watch like especially like the flyweight or bantamweight guys, the smaller guys that are really fast, sometimes they throw a lot and so fast and you can't even tell like if all those punches actually landed or not. And I think her, when she makes her noises, sometimes if you're not paying attention, she makes a lot of noise when she punches. So if you're not paying attention, it looks like she's landing. So maybe that's why I was able to see. But either way, I still think she won the first 2. It was close, but I think usually Holly's size is her advantage, and that didn't really work for her in the fight against Cyborg. No, I don't train. It says someone sent a request to be in your live video. I don't understand. This is my first time going live, so I don't understand that. Can't you just watch it? Wear your MB wrestling shirt. I think that's North Brunswick. I have a random shirt. Is that Zebras? I have a random shirt that says Zebra Wrestling, and everyone always asks how I got it. I think it's a North Brunswick shirt. I think I forgot a shirt for training once at the gym, and that's what I found, so I always wear that one. What do you think of Mackenzie Dern coming to the UFC? I think that's awesome. I think she's good. I think for her, I think maybe she should get a little bit more. I think she only has like 5 fights. A little bit more experience before. That's just what I would do. But because she has such a high experience with jiu-jitsu, it's probably really hard for her to get fights against girls that aren't super experienced. So that's probably the next step she had to take. But yeah, I mean, she's obviously really good. I like watching her fight. Yeah, and she's young in the game. I don't know how old she is. She's like really young, so I don't know. To me, there's no point of rushing it, but her last fight was in Invicta, and I thought she did really well. So if she's that young, she's probably going to get better, drastically between each fight. What was it like fighting at MSG? Well, wasn't my favorite fight I've had because of the outcome, but it was cool. It didn't really feel any different than any other fight. With the building up, they're like, oh, is it exciting? And I'm like, I don't know. It just feels like the same thing. Even at the weigh-ins, that was only my second UFC fight. So even at the weigh-ins, it was like crazy compared to every other weigh-in. And everyone else said that, even in the back, Frankie Edgar was like, that was crazy compared to other fights. But that was only my second UFC fight, so all of them seem really big. And when you go to, I get like food on me. When you go to weigh-ins, there's all the lights there. So like when you look out in the crowd, you don't see anything. All the lights are shining on you, so it just looks black. So it goes so fast, you can't really tell. But yeah, it just felt like any other fight. And then right before my fight, I was like, I don't know, it just seems like the same as like when I fought in local shows. But after my fight, I was the first fight of the night, and then later on the night, I met my parents in the stands, and I sat with them for a little, and I remember watching the Eddie Alvarez-Conor McGregor fight and seeing, like, you know, we were up pretty high, so seeing how crazy it was there, and at that moment, I'm like, wow, this is so crazy. It didn't feel like I actually fought there, so when I took a step back and was kind of spectating it, it seemed like a bigger deal, but when I was fighting, I was just kind of focused on the fight, so... That was good. Didn't get me any more nervous, but yeah, it was a cool experience. I'm glad I could say I could do it. So hopefully I can do it again. Why do I have the Armenian flag? So my last name's Armenian. My grandfather's from Armenia. As soon as I started fighting in the UFC, especially after, you know, my first fight, the amount of support from like everyone from Armenia was just like insane, crazy, like flags everywhere, people following me, people sending me really good, nice messages. So, you know, I get way more support from like Armenian fans than any American fan. So, you know, I just try to, you know, show my pride for them and show the support back by, you know, holding the flag. What did I think of Calvillo? I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Cynthia and Esparza. I thought that was a good fight. I thought Cynthia like crushed it in the first round, and then I thought she lost the second and third. I agreed with the decision. I thought Carla Esparza won. I thought she did good. I like both of them, so I'm sure if they fought again, it would be really close. I think every time they fight, it could go one way or the other. Who has been the hardest hitter I'd fought? I don't really remember any particular. I mean, the last girl I fought, Irene Aldana, was like probably one of the strongest girls. I don't know necessarily like it was like hit. I felt like I got hit hard, but she was definitely one of the strongest girls. How many push-ups can I do? I've never really like maxed out on push-ups. I don't know. That doesn't really sound that fun to me. But the other day I had to pull up, like, chin-ups, like the girl ones like this, and I did 11. But I don't know about push-ups. Hey, Pratt. Am I training in the weather today? I trained with Pratt this morning. Yeah, it's too bad I can't go anywhere now, so hopefully I can do 30 push-ups. Yeah, that's my strength coach, so he should be able to know. Hopefully it clears up later tonight so I can go to the gym, but if not, I have a full day tomorrow. You think Foles can pull through? I don't even know what that means. Do you think you could fight Conor McGregor? No. I mean, like, I could. I don't think it would be a really good outcome. Oh, thank you. I love all the Armenians, too. No, I've never been to Ireland. I would like to. I think my game plan, if I fought Conor, would just be to, like, try to pull guard. Like, just run at him and jump guard, or just try to pull guard. And then until I keep getting points deducted, and then worst comes to worst, I get disqualified, and then I get paid a little bit. Is Marlon the next 135 champ? Yep. For sure. Ultimate Fighter, yeah. Since Eddie was coaching, I train with them, so I went for like the last week and a half, and I was helping them coach. I live in Kenilworth, New Jersey, like near Union, like 10 minutes from Newark. What got me into MMA? So I did karate when I was a kid. I started when I was like 4 years old. My older brother did it, so I would always like follow him around and do whatever he did. So I started off with karate, just like how most kids do. And then I got into high school. I got into boxing and kickboxing. I did compete in the Golden Gloves in high school. And then I got into jiu-jitsu. So I always did kind of like striking and jiu-jitsu separate. And then after college, I kind of just put it all together and started doing MMA. What I eat for lunch, it was really kind of lame. I just had egg whites and rice with hot sauce. I have my Eat Clean Bro meals that should be coming today, delivered. So once those come, then I'll have more exciting food. Have I ever been to Mass? I went to one of the UFCs in Boston. I really liked that was the only time I was in Boston, and I really liked it. But I went, and it was so cold that I felt like we didn't really get to walk around and like see a whole lot because it was just so cold. But it was a cool city, really clean and pretty. Does Eat Clean Bro deliver every day? They deliver 3 times a week, so Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So you can pick any of those. Yeah, they're awesome. I get them delivered like twice a week. I like it a lot. Did I ever fight in DC or Northern Virginia? Nope. And I've never been to either of them. Where am I? I'm in New Jersey. I'm at my house. Snowed in. Snowed in all day. Really bored. My brother lives in Patterson. I train sometimes at a boxing gym in Patterson, Ike and Randy's boxing gym. It's like, from where I live, it's like 25 minutes. Any fights in SoCal in the near future? I kind of hope so because I like California, so it'd be an excuse to go there. I don't love the whole like weight cutting rules. I don't know that much about it, but like if you fight in California, you have to like a couple weeks out, you have to be like a certain weight close to your weight class. I don't really know exactly what weight I would have to be. I don't know how close it is, and then like after the day of the fight, you can't like gain a certain amount. And after I weigh in for my fights, I don't weigh myself till I sign the next contract for my next fight. So I have no idea how much weight I gain after a fight. So that kind of makes me a little nervous. So that seems like just one extra thing you have to worry about. So yeah, I know it's 10%. I don't know what 10% of 125 is, but whatever. I don't want to have to worry about how much weight I gain after a fight because that's just extra. 12.5, 20, 30. Oh, well, yeah, 30, 26, 36, 37, 38, 38 and a half. Oh, that would be fine. Right? Yeah, I don't know. That's just annoying. I hate weighing myself after weigh-ins because it's like, it took me that long to get down to that weight, and then like that, I had one meal and my weight goes up. That's depressing, and I do not want to see that. So I don't even look. Do you think McGregor would retire anytime this year? I don't know. I don't really care that much about Conor McGregor. I mean, if he fights, it's cool, but I don't know. I don't really care. My camp's going good. I think I have 2.5 weeks of training and then fight week. So it's coming up soon, which I can't wait. I haven't fought since April, so I'm super excited and eager to get back in and fight again. I love when people get in fights over Conor McGregor. Deanna and Sarge helping you with your camp at all? Saw you were helping them. Yep. They moved here after Tough, so I train with them, especially Deanna. I'm training with her a lot. So it's the first time I've had consistent girl partners, which is pretty cool. No, I'm not single. I have a boyfriend. Do you know CM Punk? I mean, I know of him. I didn't really know of him until he fought, but I don't know him personally. Oh my god, it's so funny. I've been FaceTiming my friend Amanda all day, and first of all, I didn't say I had a shower. I told her I had to go because I had to go to the bathroom, which I did. Yeah, I did have to go to the bathroom. I peed, and then I went on Instagram Live. I didn't say exactly when I would call you back. Don't worry, Amanda, you can see me here, and I'll FaceTime you after this. Do I know Gegard Mousasi? Same thing, I don't know. I mean, I know of him. We fought on the same card in Buffalo, but I don't know him personally. We said hi to each other. He was nice. Do I agree that McGregor is running? Not really. I mean, I think he's just chilling. He doesn't have to fight. He can just decide when he wants to. I don't think he really wants to fight Khabib. That's not the best matchup for him. I think Tony's a better matchup for him, but I mean, he's just hanging out. He doesn't have to fight. When I win my next fight, any ideas who I would want to fight? No, I try not to think about that. Just one step at a time, but I always just want to fight. After this fight, then I'll be in the ranking. They'll put me in the rankings for 125, so I always just want to try to fight someone that's higher than me. What do I think about my next opponent? I think she's good. I mean, everyone at this point, everyone's good, everyone's experienced, so there's not really any easy fights. She has a lot of fights, so trains with at ATT with a bunch of good people, so I'm sure she's definitely well prepared and professional, and it's gonna be a good tough fight. It's taken me forever to eat this food. I like Mexico. Cool. I like Mexico. I've been there. Okay. Frankie Perez dropping in. I'm finished. I think I'll win too. What you eating, like 50 egg whites? It was 5, but it's kind of hard to do this and talk at the same time without like looking like a total slob. Head kick knockout. That would be nice. How do you keep a straight face around Hannah? She is so hilarious. I don't keep a straight face. We laugh the entire time. Sometimes it's not good. This is what my back. Give me some gear. I need some gear. What's she talking about? That's what it looks like outside. It really doesn't look that bad. It's worse than what it looks. I don't know. Looks like I'm complaining about the snow, and it doesn't look that bad, but I swear it's worse than it looks. Yeah, I need some gear. I'm wearing, like, shin guards that I have to tape up every time. And my headgear broke, like, 2 weeks ago, so I need new headgear. I have shirts. No, I'm actually out of... I used to have Blonde Fighter shirts, and I'm out of them, so I've been wanting to make some more. I don't know if I should do the same ones over again. What do you guys think? I used to have... I don't know if you saw them before, but I used to have... they were like Blonde Fighter shirts, and it looked like the Street Fighter logo. But it said Blonde Fighter. They were white with that logo in the front. I don't know if I should... What the hell was that? If I should do the same shirt again or come up with a new design. If you know what the design was before, let me know if you think I should do that one again or just make up a new one. It's hard to come up with a design because sometimes I don't want to make it like the shirt's too girly because I want it to be something that's like girls and guys can wear. But I don't know, it's tough. Do both. Yeah, that's an option. Do both. Maybe after my fight, I'll do the shirts. I have like 3 weeks left, so I kind of like don't think about anything else. What do I think of Holly Holm's hair? It's nice. But not as nice as mine. Never forget we closed the division together. That's a funny story. My friend Danny Diaz, we went to like a random tournament one time in Pennsylvania, a jiu-jitsu tournament, and I was supposed to have like a super fight with one other girl, and she never showed up, so they said I could jump in the guys division. And me and Danny Diaz were in the same division, so we ended up closing out the division together, which was pretty funny. If the UFC offers me a fight against Holly Holm, do I fight? You fight? I don't know if you're asking me or telling me, but if you're asking me, I fight at 125, and she's significantly bigger, but if I was getting paid good, I would. If I'm just getting paid the same to fight her as I would a 125er, I probably wouldn't, but if I'm going to get paid more, then I would do it. Who is your dream fight in the UFC? I'd like to fight Johanna, just because I really like her style, and I think it would be her style versus mine. I think would be an interesting fight for me. My boyfriend got me one of these Alexas for Christmas. So I'm still trying to learn how to use it. It's pretty cool. Right now, the only thing I really use it for is just telling her to play music. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff. And I have a light bulb in my room. So I can tell her to turn the light bulb on in my room, which is pretty cool. But I want to learn how to do everything and all the cool stuff. When am I coming back to St. Martin? Hopefully soon. Oh my gosh, I haven't been there since May. I went the week after my last fight. Yeah, hopefully soon. Akeem, are you coming to New York? Or were you in New York? I'm not sure. But if I were you, I would not come to New York right now. I'd stay in St. Martin where it's nice and sunny. You are also a brown belt. Will we see more of your ground game? You're so long, triangles and arm bars for days. Yes, most people think I'm a striker, but I'm a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. I have a couple wins with submissions, but they were my earlier fights, so my last couple fights were more striking, so that's what people think of me as, just a striker, but I like both. I go through month phases where I like striking more, and then the next month I like jiu-jitsu more. They gave me shorts at Christmas? No, I don't understand. I don't understand what that means. I said I got an Alexa, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm a badass on the ground when I'm not getting smashed in your side control. What supplements do I use? So I'm sponsored by a company called NutriBio. So I use their supplements. I don't use a whole lot. Well, I say that, but I think I kind of do more now. I use, actually, let me bring this over. I'll show you real quick. I use basic protein, but I swear to God, and I'm not just saying this because they give me their products. I use this protein. This is a new flavor, cinnamon bun. I usually get vanilla or chocolate. I tried this one, but it's really good, but I think it's the same. I'd rather just get vanilla and then I add cinnamon to it, so that's why I thought I'd try to get that one. But their protein is literally the best tasting protein. Even if you just mix it with water. I used to never be able to drink vanilla protein because I thought it just tasted like milk or whatever, but their vanilla, it's super sweet. It tastes really good. I like that. So yeah, I do their protein, and I have a lot of stuff here. There's pre-workout, but I don't use that. That makes me crazy. And then I usually do in all my waters, I do BCAAs and glutamine. So I put a scoop of that in each of my shakers. And I try to drink a gallon of water a day. So the BCAAs are supposed to be good to help you, but it kind of just helps me drink more water all day. And then they have this flavor of Intrablast is basically aminos and BCAAs combined. And they have this flavor sweet tea that I haven't seen other companies use. It's really, really, really good. I drink it when I'm at home. It's one of my favorite flavors. The only thing is the sweet tea isn't that good when you're working out. Like, it tastes really good. And then the one time I used it for sparring, and it's really weird when in the middle of, like, sparring, when you are, like, or working out and you're tired and you go to drink water, like, the thought of, like, chugging iced tea doesn't really sound that great. So I use that when I'm drinking at home, and, like, any of the other flavors I drink, like, when I'm working out. Why didn't I try out for the Tough? My last fight was in April, and I tore my labrum in the fight. So 2 or 3 weeks after my fight, I had labral repair surgery, and that was about 2 weeks before the tryouts for Ultimate Fighter. So I was unable to do that. I pretty much just started getting back into, like, full training, like, after they were done filming. In Russia, you have no Armenian fans. That sucks. Well, hopefully I don't fight in Russia then. That sounds terrible. Me versus Nico. I'm down. What's your recovery like after training? I don't know. I sleep a lot. That's one thing I've been getting better at. Hey, Black Rob. That's one thing over the last, like, year and a half, 2 years I've gotten better at. I used to always go to sleep really late, and, like, nap during the day. Now I, like, take melatonin every night, and I take it at, like, 9 o'clock, and I'm usually in bed by, like, 9:30. That, I think, has helped me a lot for recovery. I don't, like, get tired during the middle of the day. Like, in between sessions, I never take naps anymore. I don't do, like, I've done, like, cryotherapy and Normatec boots and all that stuff. I've done that before, but not on a consistent basis. I don't know. I don't really think it does that much of a difference. Like, I can't tell you the last time I've done either of those, and I feel fine. Would you ever consider going to Bellator? I did before I signed with the UFC, but they didn't want me. They added the 125 division, and this was before UFC didn't have it, and they added, like, all these girls, and I kept trying to get it signed, and they wouldn't sign me. So I was like, all right, whatever. Then I just went up to 135, just so I could be in the UFC, but it worked out. It all worked out better. But, yeah, I was trying to, and they were, like, signing all these girls, and they wouldn't sign me. I don't know. Bellator don't like me. Do I think I have a big chance of being a champion? Yes, of course. That's my whole goal, is to keep fighting until I get the title shot and then fight for the title. For flyweight, yeah. Oh, sorry for my English. I wanted to write, in Russia, you have a lot of Armenian fans. Okay, all right. I was like, damn, I got no fans in Russia? That's a little brutal. I was going to say, I'm like, I have some Armenian training partners. Some Russian training partners. I was going to say, damn, I at least got one or two. But, okay, so it was just a little typo error. That's okay. If I tried to type something in Russian, it wouldn't even be possible. So I forgive you. How was your weight cut for 135? I'm guessing you didn't have much to cut to make 135. Yeah. I didn't cut anything for 135. I didn't my last fight, I didn't even put a sweatshirt on at all. Nothing. I think it was like the fight before when I fought at MSG. I think I was like, had like a pound and a half. I just put a gi. We were right near Henzo's, so I just put a gi on and just did a couple light rolls and then lost the weight there. So at 135, I don't really cut any weight. How many times a day do you train well in camp? It depends on the day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday I train like 3 times. Thursday I train 2. Sometimes like a light 3. And then Saturday I train once. Are you going to miss not having to cut weight? Yeah, it was pretty nice. But I do miss having a little bit of size advantage, so I don't cut like I cut like a normal amount for 125, so it's not that bad, but yeah, 135, you have one fight of not cutting weight and you get real comfortable there, so yeah, it's fine now, but ask me like the day before weigh-ins if I miss it, I'm sure I'll say yes. You did really, yeah. The only thing is, like, I mean, at 25, you're going to see, like, most of the matchups are the same people from 35 or 15, so it's interesting. I'm interested to see how people that fought at a different weight class when they go there, some people fight the same, some people fight better, some people fight worse, so there's a lot of girls moving up or down to 125, so it'll be interesting to see how they perform there. Trying to make it to Charleston from Long Island. Okay. Nice. I usually train in Long Island on Thursday nights tonight, but obviously I'm not going to be able to get there tonight. I can't even say his last name, but Francis or Stipe. I'm like the worst analysis. I watch fights, but I don't know that much about it. I think I've seen like Stipe fight once, and I think I've seen Francis fight once, but I'm going to go with Stipe. Paige Van Zandt or Jessica Rose. I think Paige Van Zandt. Am I going to do more stand-up? Yes, I definitely want to. I don't have anything booked yet, but I did it one time in November. But after my fight, when I have a little bit more free time, I'm going to get back on it and keep practicing and try to get better at that. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, stand-up. I assumed you meant stand-up comedy, not stand-up, like, striking. We were on the same page. Oh, hey, Ryan. Speak Spanish? Hola. Yeah, I'm, like, super white. Alright, probably gonna go. I was watching Catfish earlier, so probably get back to watching that. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you think I should do more lives, this was kind of fun. If you think I should go on live more, let me know. Do I train with that Zabit guy? Yes. I do train with Zabit. He's awesome. I try to learn from him. Watch him train and do everything. And next time I go on live, I'll bring Pablo. I feel like everyone likes Pablo more than me. He's not here right now. Yeah, he's not here right now. He was supposed to come back today, but the snow. So he'll be back on Sunday. So maybe I'll come back on Sunday. And Pablo can do alive, since you guys like Pablo more than me. But anyone here that lives in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, drive careful in the snow or don't drive at all, which would be the best thing. Yeah. DM me if you think I should keep going live. Actually, I'll do like one of those little poll things. But I don't want to do that. What if everyone says no? Then I'm going to feel like shit. But, all right. Have a good day, everyone. Bye. I don't know how to fucking turn this off.